We are super excited to share with you guys version 1.6 of Saturn V. In order to celebrate this amazing event, we are here at RUNOTechnologies, and ladies and gentlemen, have we got an update to share with you. So with that being said, let's get started. Alright, let's take a look at the user interface. Okay, so as you could see with the user interface, what we've done here is we've actually expanded on the pitch bend modulation. And what we've done is we've actually expanded the range, so now you can pretty much precise exactly where you need. If I want to be extremely precise and put my pitch here, bring up a little bit of modulation, and then I hit the key. Maybe I want to change it up a bit, maybe put a lower pitch. Nowadays, it's really easy just to select your fader and then just apply it wherever you need to. Other than that, the other big change is obviously the preset browser, where we've made everything pretty much uniform, and now everything is pretty much up to grid. Alright, now let's talk about the sound banks. We've actually increased our sound library to 4 new banks. That includes Clavia, which covers the Nord synthesizers. We've got JoMox, which covers the Airbase drum machine, and 2 new Waldorf banks to give you more synthesizer goodness. Okay, so to show off the new banks, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Bank, and I'm going to select Clavia. This handles all of the Nord sounds, so if we go to Sound, and if we pick, for example, a high saw, and then if we pick a standard noise saw, so yeah, that's pretty much Nord. If we go to JoMox, we can get access to the Airbase 99 drums, so and the same applies for Airbase 99 drums too. So yeah, you get access to all of the Airbase 99 drums simply by picking JoMox. Next, let's go into the Waldorf 1 bank. And from here, I'm going to pick a very special sound. I think I'm going to go for, let's go for this one right here. Always love playing that melody. And then if we go to Waldorf Bank 2, and I'm going to pick a different sound here. So yeah, these are just some of the new sounds from the new banks included in version 1.6. Furthermore, we've also expanded our own proprietary RUNO bank. For the first time ever in version 1.6, we now have 2 banks dedicated to just RUNO. A big reason for this is for the simple fact that now we have RUNO banks 1 and 2. And for the first time ever since the development of RUNO Saturn V, we've actually gone ahead and created an entire category focused on one simple genre that has been missing since launch, and that is dubstep. So we have an entire RUNO bank dedicated to just dubstep, where you'll find wobble basses, hoovers, sirens, and all kinds of crazy growls that you will need in order to complete your dubstep production. Alright, so to demonstrate the expansion of the RUNO sound bank, first I'm going to go is RUNO 1. And this is going to be our standard sound bank that we had since the development of RUNO Saturn V. And if we go to sounds, as you can see, we got lots of new sounds here. So I'm just going to play you a couple since there's so many of them. So I'm going to go for a low octave energetic. So this is pretty much your typical arpeggio. And then if we have some extra cool sounds, like for example these amazing pads. You know what? It's always better if we add some reverb to it. Let's pick another sound here. Maybe this time I want to go for maybe a warm, lovely synth here. What about a, oh, I don't know, maybe a majestic halo? Mark my words, ladies and gentlemen, these sounds right here, you will never see them in any other instrument. Now let's move on to our next RUNO bank. This was the one I mentioned that was heavily influenced by dubstep. So for example, if we go for a riser bass pad, pick a different sound. Let's say, for example, oh, I don't know, maybe I want some wobble basses. Typical arpeggio. Maybe you want, oh, I don't know, a Hoover. Maybe we want wobble art bass. Maybe some lush choirs. And maybe, for example, oh, I don't know, maybe you want some, a couple of growls or something. So yeah, so many sounds to choose from just to make your own dubstep drop. Finally, let's take a look at Rings VS1. We've actually gone ahead and expanded the sound library just for Rings VS1. So now we have over 80 sounds and counting. So Rings VS1, for those that are curious, Rings VS1 lets you stack up to 5 sounds simultaneously, hence the name of the instrument, Saturn V. With that being said, you get all kinds of great performances, all kinds of crazy new sounds, and the best part is it's CPU friendly and it doesn't bog your computer. Okay, so to showcase Rings VS1, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Flash to ROM section and I'm just going to pick Rings VS1. And by doing so, I'm just going to pick Rings VS1, the sound bank. And it's actually going to switch my engine. So now it's no longer going to be running Maze Sampler. Now it's going to be running Rings VS1. As you can see, our patches have been overwritten. If you go to sound, you can actually see these are the new sounds that are included in the new version. So I'm just going to pick a couple of the new sounds here. So I'm going to pick, for example, Viceratops. Maybe I want to go for something a little different. Maybe something like, oh, I don't know, something scary. I don't know, maybe something like, something I need for dubstep, for example. Oh, I don't know, maybe something that I just created yesterday. Maybe I want to have those same sirens, maybe add some destruction, maybe a little bit of sound effects. And yeah, making its triumphant return, the car alarm from the beta testing. When we first launched Saturn V, It was the flagship of RUNOTechnologies. And ladies and gentlemen, we are super excited to offer you guys version 1.6 of Saturn V. What you just heard is just a taste of what Saturn V is capable of. So please go to our website, check out Saturn V, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.